For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
Existential dread.
Existential dread.
Yeah, I think everybody's feeling it.
It's among us.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Yeah. And it's very interesting because we are sitting on a powder keg right now, and the fuse has been lit. That or it's real close to it.
Yeah. If it hasn't been lit, it stands a damn good chance of it.
And we've had real world examples, and people are going, what has this got to do with the paranormal? It's all paranormal and supernatural. All of it. Because this is a matter of good versus evil right now. It truly is.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go to the Wall of Mart. Oh my God. We did the early voting thing today.
Wow.
And it was a matter of, because Kid will be out of town on election day.
Yeah, you didn't have to do the early voting thing.
No, I go in there and I ask questions.
You do, and they're sitting there like, we have no idea some of the answers.
No, they were there. That is where you go to do that stuff. They are supposed to have the answers, and had they not had the proper answers, I would have been calling somebody.
What was the question?
The question was, as far as if in Virginia, and it is a matter of showing voter ID. We've always done that in this district. Mm-hmm. Always. Mm-hmm. And so it's a matter of going and having a paper ballot, and then you put it through a machine that counts it. And I had asked the woman, I'm like, how do we know for sure that the actual, who we voted for? Because everybody's paranoid, and it's rightfully so.
Yeah.
And she explained that the machines that they have, all it does, it's just one of those little scanner things that counts the dots. Mm-hmm. If there's any question, then they do keep the ballots like they're supposed to, that they can go back and do a hand count. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't fill in the little circle thingy, it's an, oval, and then it'll kick it out. I mean, it's just like any of these damn standardized tests where you fill in the dot thing.
Yeah, but it can't tell as far as who voted for who.
No, and it was a matter of, she said that the machines are not hooked up to the internet in any way. Good. Did I still have some trepidation? A little bit.
Well, yeah.
And I think it's just because the place that we have voted at for so many years. But that actually, we were redistricted many years ago. Mm-hmm. And where I originally started voting, because I've always been civic-minded. Always, since I was a kid. We were in the tiny town that we're 5 miles outside of. That's where we go to vote now. But it didn't used to be that way. There was a local high school. It used to be a high school. It's now the middle school. That when I originally, 150,000 years ago, started voting, that's where we went. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, this is opportunity. It is opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm one of these, if you don't vote, I don't think people have a right to bitch. Sit down, shut up.
Yeah, it's like, well, you decided not to vote. You decided not to, make a decision. Well, you made a decision there. And you don't get a bitch as far as the results because you didn't partake in the,
process.
Yeah.
You didn't even try. And I've heard this bullshit all my life. Well, voting doesn't matter, so I'm not. Well, you've already made a decision. That's fine. But I know that at some point I'm going to stand in front of God, and he's going to sit there and go, did you try? And I can say yes.
Yeah.
Now, what it does after that is out of my hands. It's out of my control. That's why we were in persistent prayer. But there was a huge amount of people there. We didn't have to wait that long, but we did have to wait. And this was about what was it, about maybe 1:30 today? It is October the 29th, 2024. We should be thinking of pumpkins, not all this other shit.
Exactly. We should just be relaxing and just having a good time. But this year does not allow that.
No, and I'm resentful over that because I have missed a Halloween because of all this other shit. I understand the other shit is more important, but Halloween is important to me. The spoopy season, I look forward to that every year. Oh, and that these dark forces have tried to take the joy out of anything and everything.
Yeah.
For years.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
It is. But then it was a matter of taking BB up to the DMV. Oh, God. That's, yeah. Everybody out there, they're wincing.
Well,
it's like fingernails on a blackboard. Everybody's going,
Actually, for her, the process wasn't that bad, nor grueling.
And what it was a matter of her ID. She just needed to update her ID.
They got her through in that system, quick. They got her. Damn, we both went at the same damn time. She was right in front of me, and then I was right behind her. How long were we in there?
Years. You were in there years. Because it's a matter of perspective.
They got her. Literally, the majority of the waiting was me.
And the thing is, he went ahead and was going to update his driver's license because it goes out, in 2025.
On my birthday next year.
Yes, but they always send you a renewal thing. You can do that online. You really can.
I just figured since we were there.
It's okay. It's done.
Yeah. I would go ahead and get it over with. But damn, that didn't make a lick of sense. And I'm like, at what point do I honestly start like being like Zoidberg and going on the ground? And I was literally telling her, do you want me to like do the Zoidberg thing? I can do that.
And it shouldn't have taken that long to process that. And you've got to wonder why it did take that long to process
There was no reason.
DMV is just one of those. Do I want Elon Musk to get hold of some of these agencies? You bet your ass I do.
The lady at the window that I had to go to. The one that worked with BB was actually really nice.
Did she look like a corpse, the one that you got? Okay.
She looked pissed off and mad about it.
That's requirement for DMV.
The other lady wasn't. She was actually kind of, Yeah. I tried to keep a smile on.
Yeah. You might as well.
Well, I don't, I'm already, my nerves were already in shambles at that point, so it's like, I was shaking, signing, trying to fill out paperwork, because I'm like, what the fuck did I think doing this right now?
Yeah, what the hell were you thinking? I don't know what you were thinking. But it was a matter of going through the stores and everything got the Christmas. And it's just it made me sad. It made me feel sad. Because I'll be struggling with that right now anyhow. And then we had to go into the Wall of Mart, which was relatively... It was a matter of getting cat food. It's always about the damn cat food.
Always.
Oh.
Always.
When you've got 13 cats, it's perpetual trying to juggle to afford the damn cat food. Yeah. And it's like, I got it to the register and stuff because I do not do those self-checkout things. If I'm going to do somebody else's job, I'm going to discount.
Right. It's like, damn, I'm doing this shit myself. I'm scanning the items. I'm bagging the items. I'm doing all this by myself. Why are you still charging me the same damn price, if not more?
I've heard too many times about people being stopped at the door because something happened, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I want to avoid that.
Yeah.
So I go through where there's an actual cashier.
Of course, we've went through actual, cashiers before, and then beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, but
beep, 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 beep.
That's
beep, beep,
different.
beep, beep.
Not that often has that happened.
No, it was still the once, but that's enough.
Yeah, the cashiers are like, it's all right, go on, because it's like something that they didn't demagnetize or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they've started asking to see your receipts at the door again.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't mind, because I'm programmed. I did it for so many years. It's just automatic. Because just because I know that it's going on doesn't mean that I haven't gotten caught up in it.
Yeah, just because you're aware of it doesn't mean you're immune to it.
Right. But it was interesting because I was, the guy was scanning my items and stuff like that, and there across the store, loud voices. When I hear loud voices, because I'm trained, and it was just like, boop, what's going on? What is the problem? And it was store employee and customer, and store employee, who must have been the manager or whatever, telling customer that he would throw him out of the store. And at first I thought, maybe it's guys that know each other and just goofing around or something like that, because Gen X, we do things like that. This was real. And it was just like, okay, what the hell's going on? And it was like, you can't throw me out. This is a public store. And he's like, no, I'm the manager of the store. I certainly can have you ejected from the store. And it's like, yes, absolutely, the manager, if somebody's done something, he can't, he has the discretion to throw somebody's ass out of the store.
Mm-hmm.
And then let whoever take it up with corporate. And so I asked the little cashier, and I'm like, what's going on with that? And he was explaining that their manager was a vet. And so he takes no shit. And I told him, I said, I can understand that, because the customer is not always right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people have gotten ridiculous.
They've taken that to an extreme.
Yeah. You don't abuse other humans.
No.
They're doing a job. And a lot of that stuff started during CUF. So I'm not sure exactly how it was that people decided that it was okay to abuse other people, to speak down to them like they're less than. Mm-hmm. No, they've got a job to do. They want to go home. They want to, watch spoopy movies or play a video game or whatever, just like everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you don't.
No.
So I actually thought that was a good thing, that maybe they have got somebody that will take up for the employees.
Hopefully so. If he takes up for himself like that, he should, be able to stand up for other employees too.
But again, with the volatility, and it's just tangible.
Yeah. Oh, and people are crashing.
My God, the online stuff is just nuts.
People are flipping stupid left and right.
Uh-huh. People falling off the edge.
Very much.
Yeah. And why? What's going to happen is going to happen. We do the best we can. It's personal responsibility, accountability.
People get too caught up in the drama, and they realize, or they don't realize, like, hey, there's always hope.
Well, do I believe this is serious shit? Absolutely.
Oh, it is.
This is why I am in prayer constantly.
I'm not saying this ain't serious shit. I'm not minimizing it in the slightest. I'm saying that there's always hope.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying very much. And it is a matter of trusting that God's going to do what we can't. But what good, like I said, see these people go over the edge. And we've seen this coming. We saw this start in Coof. And that you've got this othering. God, that's dangerous. Did we learn nothing from World War II?
Apparently so.
That when you start calling other people names, especially ugly names, all that stuff, that's psychological warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And that when you do that, it dehumanizes somebody. And when somebody is dehumanized, other people think that it's okay to abuse them and worse.
Oh, yeah. But that's what they've been trying to do for a very long time, and people just wanted to ignore it. The othering.
Well, it ain't cool.
That's like, political parties. Dead ass. That's another form of othering.
It is. But I mean, it's just one of those, as far as a platform, these are the things that we want to do. These are our principles.
Mm-hmm.
And on some of that, I'm not hearing any principles.
That is the one thing that nobody is really actually saying.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that's saying, but it's like it just concerns me greatly, and to sit and listen to the astrological, possibilities, because I think that within the planetary alignments, again, there are choices. I do not believe that our fate is fixed.
I don't think that it is. Or
do some things have to be? I don't know. Can we choose a different direction? I pray to God that is so.
Mm-hmm.
If we have to go through, then please, God, guide us every step of the way and have mercy on us.
Yep.
Because a lot of us have been screaming that voice in the wilderness for many years. Please, God, don't let it happen like this. Yep. That, and to sit there and go, cliff, cliff, cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And just to watch these people drop off. I mean, I saw a video about this trucker. It must have been a semi or something like that. And dash cams are a necessity in today's world.
Yeah.
And that this woman had gotten upset because she didn't, the truck, because you can't stop on a dime when you're driving a semi.
No, that's not possible.
That the driver didn't let her merge when she thought that she was supposed. She absolutely got in front of that truck, beside that truck, got in front and just stopped, hoping that he would hit her. She's hanging out the window, screaming at him. And
that's like, unhinged.
Absolutely, it's unhinged. I can't tell you how many, and some of these door cam things and stuff, and it's just like, no. And again, being grateful that we live where we live. Now, if somebody comes to somebody's house at night and starts beating on the door or something, damn, you know that on the other side of that door, there's going to be some kind of self-defense mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
Locked and loaded.
Mm-hmm.
And more than likely racked.
We'll be armed with sticks as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. Unless it is a severe emergency or something like that, you do not. We still got that going on for us.
Yeah.
But it just,
it's
these
craziness
cities and stuff like that. And I was telling somebody, there's between November and January, that could be a very long period of time. So make sure that you have whatever that you might need. It's better to need it and not have it than, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been people warning about this for years. And some of these people, as far as, prophecy, not astrology, prophecy, making sure that you've got 3 to 6 months worth of whatever that can do you.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's just...
This is... It's unreal. These times are unreal.
They've stolen spooky season from us. And
Fully.
I'm pissed about that. I am totally pissed about that. But now, that is one thing today. We're going to go ahead and we're going to be ahead of the curve and we're going to carve pumpkins.
Yeah.
We're going to where we're going to have them sitting there. And all we have to do is there on Halloween night, it's just to light them.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll light the tiki torches, and we'll probably wait until, Halloween and do the turnips, because they don't keep as good as the pumpkins do.
That's true.
The turnip
well,
piles.
dang, we got about 2 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, do we?
It'll be the 30th when this...
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I lost today. I was in fugue state, and I didn't know that it was Tuesday until, God bless Mr. Jingles, he had posted about Taco Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my God, I lost today.
Yeah.
And it was funny, his response was, it happens. And I'm like, yeah, well, God.
We were having our family meal, and it's like, this ain't on Sunday.
I lost today. Now, when I was drinking, that would happen, but I'm stone cold sober.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always want to be. Final thoughts, kid.
Don't crash out. Don't lose your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, one of the things that you can do, like I said, it is personal accountability and responsibility. We will all give an account. Every thought, every word, every deed. To think a thing is not sin. To act on that thing that you thought, that is where the behavior becomes sin. But now, if you harbor and hate, even if you never act on it, that's spiritual sickness, and it will eat you up.
Yeah.
That's where disease comes from.
Yeah.
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 It's true.
I know that. Nasty. You're nasty. Yeah. That's tar in the spirit.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Ew.
I have seen people as far as auras and different things like that, and most people, if they've got some kind of, it'll be like a graying or something like that, but I have seen people before, and this one, somebody's like, oh, do a read on whatever. This was years ago. I was chaperoning some school trip or whatever, and somebody used to know that I was paid psychic, and they're like, hey, you still do that thing? And I'm like, not professionally. And it's like, hey, go ahead and just, check into this person's aura. And it was just like, oh, no. And I'm like, whew.
How'd they find out about person? Was it someone that was like student?
Yeah, it was somebody was there on the trip. It was an adult, of course. And I told whoever it was, and I'm just like, no, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it's black. It's just black.
If it's black, that's just
that
evil.
Was bad. Mm-hmm. That person called me a year or two later and said, you know that person? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, you were right.
What did they do?
I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. Did not want to know. Sometimes I can see it, and sometimes when I see, do I need to go in there and delve to see it? No, I don't want that in my spirit. If I see somebody that's aura, that they got that kind of essence on them, that's all I need to know.
Yeah,
and
that's enough.
I will remove myself.
Yeah.
That's self-preservation for me.
Who can blame you on that? It's like, hauling ass. Hauling ass out of here.
Yeah. That's all you need to do. Supernatural.
We're all experiencing the supernatural.
Coming home. And
That's like
we lost the ability. I was sitting there. I couldn't figure out what the hell kid was saying. I couldn't understand exactly what BB was saying. And I'm like, my God, I feel like I'm driving a car full of the Swedish chefs around.
Bork. Well, at one point you were like, "Are you going bork over there?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah, basically, I'm going fork."
Yes, it's like
fork.
She's losing her shit. Let's make it worse because he's got a lot of Aries. Lots and lots of Aries.
I am slightly crazy.
And we all are. If it's a happy crazy, it's okay. If it's not, then there's problems.
What was it earlier? Oh yeah, put the bag in the fries.
And he's screaming out the window.
Put the bag in the fries.
And the poor people there at Wendy's, they were just done at that point, and because that was getting close to, it was about 5:30.
Oh yeah, they had it.
They were done.
It's like, but that one person at the drive-through speaker thing, it's like, dude, just get on with it. Because a truck just gave up.
Because everybody's on edge. Like I said, everybody is volatile.
But that truck that was waiting, he was in front of us, right behind that one other, just pulled him.
And that's
right out.
Perfectly fine. If he did not feel like waiting or whatever, so be it.
But that woman, seriously, it's like, dude, just put the fries in the bag.
They were tired. And
the ones in the van?
The ones that were working there.
I was talking about the ones in the van, because it's just like, dude, put the fries in the bag.
And
that's what I was talking about.
And what it is, they are not the fastest people. You know that. If you've been there more than once, you know that. You know what to expect. You should have called ahead if you were in that big of a hurry. You could have. Can't you do that stuff through an app now?
I think so.
And go in and pick it up?
Yes, I believe so.
Give somebody some grace. Tell them where we can be found.
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter. Werlanda, COCWS.
Situational awareness everywhere, all the time, for real. Now, this is one of those, I'll make my PTSD work for me, not against me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I heard that tone, and it was like Prairie Dog, and I'm like,
I was on the opposite side of the store, so I didn't hear it.
Yeah. So I didn't know if somebody getting ready to throw down or what.
Like, seriously, when y'all heard it, like BB and I were on the opposite side of the store.
Well, you knew that I was hyper-focused there when you came up behind me. You were like, oh, she's got that look. Because he knows the PTSD look.
Yeah, but by the time we got over there, it was over and done with.
Yeah. And that was a good thing.
Yeah. Although I like the drama, so it's like I wanted to hear it.
No, it's just, you never know these days. Watch the drama on the YouTubes. Don't watch it in the actual store. It keeps you out of trouble.
That's
you don't want to have to fill out an incident report. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a pain in the ass.
Do you have to fill in an incident report if you didn't see
absolutely.
it? If you were on the opposite side of the store and didn't see it,
then you're not a witness. You're just there. But as far as witnesses, you have to take a witness statement and all that stuff. It's all paperwork. Everybody hates it. I do. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Pray one for another.
Yep.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.